Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. Um, I want to talk about something that is very important to me and something I feel I should let other people know, especially parents. So today, this week is Autism Awareness Week. And I don't know how well we know about autism and what we think it is. I just want to give this little talk just to create an awareness to people. Okay, so I am a mom of an autistic child. Actually, it's taken me years for me to be able to say this. It actually takes a lot of strength and courage to come out to say this. That means I'm healing, because years ago I would never have the boldness to say this. But yeah, so before my son's diagnosis, I had never heard of autism, not once. I didn't know what it meant, how it looked, or what life with an autistic child would look like. And honestly, my first reaction was fear, like every other person would. I asked so many questions. Could it be cured? Is there a treatment? Will he ever be normal? Because in my mind, autism sounded like something that needed fixing, something that shouldn't be there. And when my son, who had limited speech until he was 2, slowly stopped using words altogether, I felt lost. You can imagine your child has been saying some few words, and at the age of 2, he started losing them. So I kept waiting and thinking maybe he was just a late talker. Maybe he would catch up, but deep down, I knew something was different. See, the real challenges are, let me be honest, this journey is not easy. Autism comes with the challenges, and some days are exhausting emotionally and physically, believe me. There are times I have to disappear from social media, and you can attest to that. I just go. Not because I don't care, but because I need to rebuild and recoup. I need to pour back into myself so I can keep pouring into my child. It has gotten in the way of my ambitions and career. Like, since I left my country to the UK, I've not actually been able to practice my career. I see my colleagues, my junior colleagues, those who were on the same level, practicing, going to work. I'm happy for them. I wish them well. But you can imagine how that feels like, something you really want to do, something you really love to do, and because of family situation, you're not able to do it. So it has really gotten in the way of my ambition and career. There have been moments when I've had to pause, step back, and rethink everything. But I'm not giving in. Even when it's hard, I keep going because my child deserves that. And I know that. But here's one thing. Autism has taught me so many things. It has taught me about myself. It's taught me so many things about myself, things I never knew. It has shown me patience I didn't think. It had shown me the strength I didn't believe existed. And a love so deep, it has changed the way I see the world. Now, if you're a parent, there are some things you need to look out for in your children. So looking back, I wish I had known the signs earlier. Maybe that would have helped my, better understanding and what to do, what to put in place. I don't know. Autism looks different. It looks different in every child because it's a spectrum. It's different. Sometimes there's delayed speech or loss of speech. Like my son, some children may start talking but then stop, or they may not speak at all. And some autistic people do have limited eye contact, or they seem to look through you. They're looking, you're standing in front of them, they're looking, they should be looking at you, but they're looking through you. I don't know if you understand that. And sometimes they don't respond to their name. You call them and they don't turn, almost as if they can't hear you. Repetitive behaviors like hand flapping, rocking, spinning objects, or repeating words and phrases. Sometimes some sensory sensitivities like covering the ears or certain sounds, avoiding touch, or having strong reaction to textures and light. Changes in routine can lead to distress or meltdown. And some autistic children find it very difficult to interact socially. They may play alone and not engage with other children, or struggle with understanding emotion. Sorry, I had to write some of these things down because I didn't want to leave anything out. One thing is that we should all know is that meltdown is not tantrum, and it's not stubbornness. One of the hardest things to explain to people is meltdowns. A meltdown is not a tantrum. It is not a child being difficult or stubborn. It is an overwhelming reaction to sensory overload, frustration, or change. Imagine being in a room. Just imagine this scenario. You're in a room where there's light and the lights are too bright, sounds are too loud, your clothes feel itchy, and suddenly everything is too much. That's what a meltdown can feel like for an autistic child. Instead of punishing or trying to control the meltdown, what they need is understanding. Sometimes they need space. Sometimes they need deep pressure or comfort, but they never need judgment. If you notice the signs in your child, don't wait. Here's what I wish someone had told me. Trust your instinct. If you feel something is different, seek answers. Get an evaluation. Talk to a doctor, a specialist. Early intervention makes a difference. Trust me. Find support. You are not alone. Connect with others, other parents, therapists, and autism advocates. Educate yourself and others. The more we understand autism, the more we can support our children, and that's 100% true. Be patient and accepting. Children are not difficult or stubborn. Our children, our autistic children, are not difficult or stubborn. They experience the world differently, and they need us to meet them where they are. For a long time, I isolated myself, not because I didn't love my child, but because I was scared of the looks, the whispers, the judgment. I thought people wouldn't understand, and maybe deep down I wasn't ready to explain. And it's not just me, because I've spoken to a lot of other parents with autistic children, and it is same. You tend to isolate yourself. You don't attend gatherings, you don't mix up with people. Social events is like a plague you don't even want to go near. You feel like people will not, you don't invite people to your houses, you don't go to their own houses, because you feel they are not going to understand. They are not going to understand. They are going to judge you. So you just are just on your own, and that can be very lonely. So but today I'm healing. I realized my son doesn't need to be fixed. He needs love, patience, a world that sees him for who he is, not for what he isn't. So to any parent feeling lost, scared, or alone, you're not alone. Your child is not broken, and there is so much beauty in this journey if you allow yourself to see it. Let's make the world a place where autistic children don't have to fit in, where they are accepted just as they are, because they are enough. Always have been, always will be. So if any of these things, I'm going to leave a transcript of this on my page in case you need to read and digest more. But if you feel that any of these things I've said screams at you, is relatable, and you want to speak to me, you want to reach out to me, my schedule is a bit but I can make time to speak to someone, to answer some questions. And if I'm not able to answer your questions, I can direct you to where you can find the right answers. So yeah, I wish everyone a happy Autism Awareness Week. Please share this video, because like I said, I never heard of autism. I never knew of autism. I've never ever seen it before. It was like news to me when I was told this. And I think it really helps if somebody has got an idea before. It helps on how you manage it, how you understand it, how you deal with your child. It helps your mental health as well. So if I had known this from the beginning, I mean, it would have been a bit lighter for me to take, but it was really brutal. And I was so confused. So I feel like somebody's just taken me and left me in the middle of nowhere. That's how confused I was. So please, 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 the only thing I want you, if you get to listen to this video, if you see this video, please share it, because million people, especially in the part of the world where I come from, do not know anything about autism, do not know what it looks like. So please, 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 I'm begging you, please share this video. Share. People need to know. People need to know what to look out for, because trust me, when you have this awareness and you know, early intervention makes a lot of difference. So please share these videos. Share these videos to as much people as you can, and let's help these children. Let's help these parents. You know, sometimes there's so many unanswered questions, but sometimes it's just not knowing the right place to go, the right people to speak to. So please, let's get this to as many people as possible. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.